Summer is approaching and the Panda's heating up. A home run Sunday was his first since mid-April as Sandoval extended his hit streak to 9 straight games. Speaking of hot, Troy Tulowitzki's been blistering since the start of the season. Tulo is playing like an MVP. It's a National League West showdown, game 1 of the series, and it's coming up next. This short road trip begins tonight. We're in Denver. We're at Coors Field as we get ready for Giants baseball, game 1 of this 3-game series, Giants and Rockies. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants, a nice homestand. They go 4-3. However, this is a tough trip because the Giants are taking on a red-hot offensive-minded team. So how does Madison Bumgarner, and what does he do against this team?
Well, the fastball command is going to be absolutely paramount, and he didn't have it in his last start. Now, he's won 3 games in a row. He is a confidence pitcher, but he doesn't have great command with that fastball yet, and that's going to be key. He's going to have to get in tight to neutralize some of the power from the right side of this Rockies lineup. Now, the Rockies have great offense, hitting .299 as a team. The Giants, they got good offense. They rank 4th in the league scoring runs. Rockies have scored 61 more runs than the Giants, so they're going to have to outbang the bangers. All right.
Should be fun. And, hey, look, you got a couple of really good left-handers tonight. You got Bumgarner, you got Morales, and we've got a good ball game. Stay tuned. We'll take you to our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update, and we'll do all of that right after these messages.
It's time for
By Jack in the Box. Head to Jack in the Box and try the new Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. It's Jack's hottest sandwich yet. And by Toyota, #1 in NPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places. It's Jack's hottest sandwich yet. And by Toyota, #1 in NPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
We're at Coors Field. It's turned out to be a beautiful night for baseball. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily starting Friday, May 23rd. 58 degrees here at the yard. You see the winds. They'll pick up from time to time. Humidity at 65%. And there has been rain in the area all day long. We're waiting for the Rockies to take the field. And the lineup that Franklin Morales is going to be facing goes like this. It'll be Blanco, Pence, and then Pablo Sandoval. You can see his 9-game hitting streak, and he's starting to pick it up, folks. Morse will be the cleanup hitter. Then Sanchez, Hicks, and Crawford. The former Rocky, Tyler Colvin, he's going to hit 8th, and Madison Bumgarner will pitch in bat 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Colorado Rockies will be Franklin Morales, the 27-year-old left-hander, 6 feet tall, 210-pounders in his 6th year at the big league level. And for Morales, let's take a look at his numbers. This will be his 9th start. He's 3-3 with a 5.40 ERA.
55 hits at 46 2/3. Everything kind of skewed because of where he pitches. This is hitter heaven. 33 strikeouts against 20 walks in 46 2/3. When you take your at-bats against him, you're going to see a low 90s fastball. He will sink. He will cut. He'll throw you a curveball, a slider, a changeup. And I would say his best specialty pitch is probably the slider. And it's got some pretty good tilt to it. His release point is not a normal 3/4. It's a high 3/4. Because of that, he gets more tilt on his breaking balls.
What's up, sir? How are you doing tonight?
Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Franklin Morales for these Colorado Rockies. Starting in the outfield, it'll be Gonzalez, Stubbs, and Barnes. Tulowitzki and Arenado on the left side of the infield. LeMahieu and Kadire on the right side. Kadire back in the lineup. And Waleed Rosario will be in the squad, putting down the signs. And right now we're going to take a look at our Nissan keys to the game. And you got to outbang the bangers. That's right. This is a team that's hitting 299, led by that gentleman right there, one of the best in the business, and he is having an outstanding season. And in Coors Field, he's hitting almost 600. That's right. And we're halfway into May. And Madison Bumgarner, inside dominance, a fastball on the inside corner of these right-handers. That is going to be the key for him to be successful in this ballpark tonight. So those are our Nissan keys to the game.
The last time the Giants were here, the Giants had to win the last game of the series to win one game, to salvage a game. So they are 1-2 this year here at Coors Field. But overall 28-17 in first place in the West. And the team that's in second place, it's the Rockies. So here's Gregor Blanco to lead things off. Blanco hitting 140 with 4 runs batted in. And the first pitch of the ball game is lined right at Gonzalez. And that's how this game gets started. So we get started at 6:42. 2 minutes late. 1 out, and that'll bring up Hunter Pence. Pence is hitting .279, 3 home runs, 13 driven in. He does have some ownage on Morales. There's a called strike, and this is Vic Carapazza.
Yeah, he's got a big zone, and he loves to ring guys up. Great pitcher's umpire. Big strike zone.
Foul back. Hamari, Reynolds, and Miller will go first to third, and that rounds out your umpires. Sandoval to follow. In the dirt, the first off-speed pitch we see from Morales. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rockies are 25-20. They are 15-6 at home. Outside to Pence, 2-2.
Well, they're a ballpark. They're a ball team built for a ballpark. And they have always been tough here. But this version, this one this year, this might be one of the best ones.
Pence out swinging. And that'll bring up Sandoval. Here's our Geico quote, Bruce Bochy on Pablo Sandoval. When you lose a bat like Belt, some guys have to step up, and Pablo has done that for us. He certainly has recently. That is a fact. Pablo doing his thing that he usually does, and Morales waiting patiently.
Well, once he goes through the routine, he usually stays pretty close to that box.
Yeah, he doesn't do it after every pitch like Mike Hargrove used to do it. And the 1-0 delivery. Sandoval takes outside. .220, 3 home runs, 11 driven in, 2 for 9 lifetime against Morales. On the ground, Arenado gets it on a short hop, and that'll end the inning. So Morales a quick inning. Bumgarner coming out. Barnes, Kadire, and Tulo coming up. And the lineup that will be facing Madison Bumgarner, it'll be Barnes, Kadire just off the DL, and then Tulowitzki. See his average at home. Whew. Gonzalez the cleanup hitter, then Nolan Arenado, followed by Rosario, Stubbs, and LeMahieu. Morales will hit ninth.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be Madison Bumgarner, the 24-year-old left-hander, 6'5", 235-pounder, in his 10th start this year. He's 5-3. He's won his last 3 in a row. 3.25 ERA, 59 strikeouts at 52 2/3. You're going to see a low 90s fastball that has a nice natural cut because of the low 3/4 release. A hard slider. He's got a curveball and a changeup. Lifetime against these Rockies, he has done well. 8-6 with a 3.19 ERA. Here at Coors Field, 4-5 with a 4.01. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Madison Bumgarner. Starting in the Giants outfield from left to right, it'll be Colvin, Blanco, and Pence. That's your outfield. Crawford and Sandoval will patrol the left side of the infield. Hicks and Morse will be on the right side. And Hector Sanchez will be in the squad, putting down the signs. Mr. Posey getting a night off with some inflammation in his back. To say that he is available to pinch hit. Buster Posey with Giants head trainer Dave Greshner.
So here's Brandon Barnes. And Barnes takes high, hitting .321. A lot of choices for Walt Weiss as to who would play tonight, but Barnes 4 for 8 lifetime against Bumgarner, and you see the numbers for Barnes against lefties. Fouled off of Sanchez, so the second pitch Sanchez gets winged.
Well, he said he's okay. But if you're Bruce Bochy, you've got one catcher with a sore back and you got one who just got dinged. You're definitely a little sensitive to more dings.
Okay. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Looks like the Gamer Babes are sitting right behind home plate today. Yep.
No swing, close, 2-2. Kadire to follow. Foul back.
94-mile-an-hour fastball. That's about where he tops out. Doesn't overthrow. With him, it's always throw at a speed that you can command. If he was coming in a relief appearance or something, you might see 95, 96 out of him if he was maxing out. The starters have to throw 100 pitches, and he just coasts.
Got him. Well, you look back at the game on Sunday, and this is where Buster Posey, remember, he went down. Looked like more of an ankle issue, but it turned out to be a back issue.
Well, and the plane ride here to Colorado on Sunday didn't do it any favors either.
Here's Kadire. His first game off the disabled list. Missed 24 games. Just outside.
A lot of motivation to get Kadire here so you don't have to face Tulowitzki out of the stretch.
And that's tapped off his foot. It'll kick foul. It's 1-2. Bumgarner, 4-5 here at Coors Field lifetime. Looks right over that glove as he stands straight up on the mound. Got him.
Good hard cut right there. Well, time now for our McDonald's True Stories and Troy Tulowitzki rather. Check out his major league rankings. All right. Average first, on base percentage first, slugging percentage first, OPS first, home run second, RBI sixth. Have a year, Mr. Tulowitzki, and I would not make plans for the All-Star break. And that's your McDonald's True Stories. He is putting on a clinic offensively.
Swing and a miss. Against Bumgarner, 7 for 22 with a home run.
He can hit, and he's healthy. Something that he's always had problems with, staying healthy, and he's had some really severe injuries.
Taps this one. Side retired. 2 strikeouts in a little dribbler. Morse to lead things off. We're underway here in Denver.
It's Amy Gutierrez. That's right. Amy G will host a live Twitter chat tonight from right now through the 4th innings. So check her out. Send your tweet to Amy G Giants with hashtag Amy G Chat during innings 2 through 4 of tonight's ballgame. Giants Twitter chat with Amy G right now.
You got a question?
I do.
Amy? I do too.
What do you look like without makeup?
Awesome. Here's Morse hitting .277. I think the Giants' right-handed hitters have a pretty good idea how Morales is going to go after him. He stays right in on their hands. The same with De La Rosa.
Well, live ballpark will force a pitcher to learn how to pitch inside. Ballparks like Coors Field, ballparks in Philadelphia, Cincinnati, Arizona, those are live ballparks. You have to pitch inside if you're a pitcher in those ballparks.
And that makes it 3-0.
Because hitters are going to come into a live yard and they're going to think extra bases with every at bat. And because of that, they will change their swing. They will get long. They'll drop that back shoulder. They'll try and lift and separate, and that's where you have to pitch them in.
And the green light, and why not? It's 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, why not? It's all about getting a good pitch to hit.
Hector Sanchez is on deck. It's LeMahieu calling off Kadire, and Morse is retired. 1 out. And that'll bring up Hector Sanchez. .288 for Hector Sanchez. A couple of home runs, 16 driven in. And he wraps one right at the center fielder, Stubbs. 2 out.
Stubbs is walking off the field.
Friday, June 6th is the first in a series of 4 Orange Friday happy hours at AT&T Park.
Lagunitas Brewing Company.
Yeah, Petty Theft, the award-winning tribute band to Tom Petty, will be performing live in Seals Plaza. Need a special ticket? Call 415-972-2298. The 1-0 pitch to Hicks. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit up the middle, and the first base runner in this game, and it's a 2-out single by Hicks, bringing Crawford to the plate. Crawford hitting .241, 5 home runs, 21 driven in. For 2 lifetime against Franklin Morales. And a breaking ball down low.
No batting practice on the field today. When we got to the ballpark, it was really raining hard.
We had what, 3 of the 4 seasons passed through?
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing it didn't do was snow.
There's a Belkai strike.
So too much water in the outfield to take batting practice outside, so everybody was cagey hitters today. absolutely gorgeous night here in Denver.
Crawford off the end of the bat, foul. And he now falls behind 1-2. Crawford's had some pretty good games in this ballpark. He's been known to knock one out of the yard here at Coors Field.
I mean, you got a lot of things going for you as a hitter. I mean, a lot of area out there, so because of that, moving the fences back to accommodate for the high altitude and the carry, they've created more areas and space for base hits to fall. Batter's eye, one of the best in the game. Planted ivy on it a few years ago, and little by little, every year it's filling in. Just a beautiful, beautiful ballpark.
And a toss to first. Hicks. About halfway through that toss, Hicks realized that Morales was coming to first, and he had to scramble to get back. It's also a tough spot for Kadire. That sun is right in the eyes of the first baseman. Crawford on the ground to Kadire, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, one left. It'll be Gonzalez, Arenado, and Rosario coming up.
Presented by Comcast Business Class, presented by Jim Kozimor. We do that tonight at 9:30 p.m. right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Jim Kozimor hosts the Bay Area's best sports talk show, combined with America's #1 sports website. So tonight's guest will be new Warriors head coach Steve Kerr, Warriors insider Monty Poole, and Giants insider Andrew Bagley. Check it all out. Yahoo Sports Talk Live.
Here's Gonzalez, and Gonzalez takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. Gonzalez hitting .275, 7 home runs, 29 driven in. But big history against Bumgarner, 5 lifetime home runs. He's now in the driver's seat, 2 balls and no strikes. Challenge.
Take a look at the pitch location that Carlos Gonzalez has had in his home runs against Madison Bumgarner, and right down the middle of the strike zone. He likes to get extended. 2 of those on curveballs, 1 in the water in San Francisco. And he's a kind of a hitter that really doesn't make a lot of two-strike adjustment. I mean, he's on a search and destroy mission with every swing. Talked about the water shot that he hit as a breaking ball. It just was middle in. They set the target way wide on the outside corner. And when you miss to a guy with power, this is the result.
And the payoff. And a base hit up the middle. First hit for the Rockies with Arenado coming up. So Arenado hitting at 292, 3 for 14 lifetime against Bumgarner. And a strike, and it's 0-1. 93 miles an hour from Bumgarner.
And it's an easy 93. There's no overthrow. Mechanically, he's been in a pretty good groove. When his mechanics are right, his velocity is between 92 and 94 consistently.
0-2.
I think he was voicing some displeasure with the way that second pitch was called.
A little body language action?
Yeah.
And a soft toss to first. Gonzalez is back. Bottom of the second inning. Game one of this three-game series. On the ground to Crawford. Crawford shovels it to Hicks. Hicks with that strong arm, not a problem.
Fast infield here. Not as quick as the one we saw in Arizona, but it gets on you pretty quick, and you'll see Brandon Crawford try and charge a lot of balls here. This ball hit well, but he comes in on it, chokes it off, stays with it as it comes up, and once he gets it to Hicks, it's over.
Here's Rosario. We said Kadire just off the DL. Rosario just off the DL a couple of days ago. And what does he do coming off the DL? He comes out swinging.
Well, he's a middle of the plate, above the belt guy. Really a good mistake hitter. You have to keep the ball down on this guy. Power to all fields.
And he hooks this one foul, a souvenir. One and two.
Tried to backdoor that curveball. Don't see him throw back-to-back curveballs very often, and he just did there. Guy does that when he's got a good feel of it.
Out of play. Eight for 25. That's the numbers for Rosario against Bumgarner. And that makes it 2-2. Bumgarner, as young as he is, has faced these guys a lot. A lot of at-bats. And that's tap foul.
Those women back there behind home plate, those are the ones that all have Giants gear on. Talked about the Gamer Babes being here tonight. Well, they're here. There they are.
And they're in unfriendly territory.
They were introducing themselves to everybody in the section before the game. So, do I know how they got the tickets? No. But I'm sure they feel they have the best seats in the house. A lot of orange and black flew in with us today.
Foul at the plate again.
See them all around town. Giants fans coming to Denver or San Diego or LA or Arizona. The orange you see that they have at the ballpark, they're wearing that around town.
Full uni. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts now for Bumgarner. We'll head to the 3rd inning. It'll be Colvin, Bumgarner, and Blanco. No score.
Class of 2014 with the Giants. For just $14 a ticket, you and your favorite grad can head out to AT&T Park this Friday night to see your division-leading Giants host the Minnesota Twins. Use the coupon code GRAD when purchasing tickets online. Treat your 2014 grad to this Friday night's Giants versus Twins game for just $14 per ticket. Again, use the coupon code GRAD, G-R-A-D, when purchasing online. College, high school, Montessori school, middle school.
Well, I don't know. Look, I went to driving school.
That counts.
Yesterday.
Did you graduate?
I did.
$14. You're in.
And you get a speeding ticket. You got to go to
traffic school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that counts.
Here's Colvin. Colvin, the former Rocky, takes a strike. Bumgarner on deck. Giants with 1 hit. Hicks got a base hit in the second. Taps this one fair. It stayed fair. And Colvin's retired. Here's our AT&T U-verse rewind. September 11th, 2012. Madison Bumgarner against Jolice Chassin. Gone. That's his second career home run, and it happened 2012. He does have a home run against the Rockies this year at home. It just so happened there were 3 people on base when he hit it.
Grand slam. Cha-cha-cha.
He's 5 for 17 on the year. He's 1 for 3 lifetime against Morales. And Bum is going to see a heavy dose of pitches with a wrinkle in it.
Yes, he is. They're convinced he can hit a fastball.
And he pops this fastball straight back and out of play. Bumgarner almost with a sneak attack on this one.
And in his mind, I just missed it. And he did. That'll be the last one of those he sees.
For a while. Taps this breaking ball foul.
I'm telling you, I don't think curveballs are legal in North Carolina where he grew up. Because he will swing as hard as you throw it. If you throw a 20-mile-an-hour curveball up there, he's going to swing 20 miles an hour. You throw a 114-mile fastball, he's on it.
On the ground sharply, Arenado on the backhand, and he'll throw a grounder to Kadire.
Well, we talked about Madison Bumgarner's grand slam. We're going to make it our Togo's big play the Togo's way. We go back to April 11th of this year, and Jorge De La Rosa threw him a fastball back at AT&T, and the Bum did this. Grand slam. It was the big swing of the bat that night. Giants would go on to win that ball game, and that's our Togo's big play of the Togo's way.
Here's Blanco, saw one pitch and lined out to Gonzalez. Hunter Pence to follow.
Mile-an-hour cutter.
And the 0-2. So Blanco now still behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's Pence. Morales with no walks and 1 strikeout.
Facing a fellow countryman from Venezuela.
Tapped. And he throws him out. Morales knew he had to hurry. That'll end the inning. It'll be the bottom 3 in the Rockies lineup coming up. That would be for tomorrow's game. It'll be Jhoulys Chachin for the Colorado Rockies against Matt Cain. And you can join us right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Giants pregame live will start at 5 before we bring you game 2 of the series. Drew Stubbs, DJ LeMahieu, and then Franklin Morales. And a strike to Stubbs. Stubbs found out the Rockies' way. And what's that? The way you hit. And he's hitting .330.
Yeah, 6 for his last 10.
He's 3 for 15 against Madison Bumgarner. Crawford spins, throws, not in time. Stubbs very fast. Nice effort.
Second inning in a row that the Rockies have been able to get the leadoff hitter on base by way of a base hit.
Well, you talked about everything in favor of the hitters in this park. There's an example of a fast infield.
Hard as a rock out in front of home plate. You're going to get a lot of quick bounces that get through the infield. And with Drew Stubbs' speed, once it got that far off balance, there just was not enough of time. There's not enough time for Brandon Crawford to set his feet to get more on the throw.
There's about 5 guys in this lineup that Crawford would have thrown out, but not Stubbs. Stubbs has got 4 steals on the year. He hasn't been thrown out. And a called strike to LeMahieu. LeMahieu has had little luck against Bumgarner. He's 2 for 17. Very high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sanchez out to have a word with his starting pitcher.
Dave Righetti, the watchful eye, looking over his prized young left-hander, Madison Bumgarner. Good news in regards to Tim Hudson. Threw on the side today after the session. He said, "I felt great. My hip was fine, no problem. I will pitch the finale of this series on Wednesday, or Thursday rather."
Fouled into the glove of Sanchez on a curveball. 1-2.
Looked like LeMahieu was trying to go to right field. You'll see him do that a lot. He's one of the only few guys in this Rocky team that doesn't have a home run yet, and he'll go the opposite way. And there's a reason he's hitting .303, and that's because he's using the whole field.
Does go the other way. Hunter Pence. He's aware of that sidewall. He catches that in foul territory.
Talked about Tim Hudson, and this was the session we're talking about. Dave Righetti, Dave Greshner there watching. The problem had been in his left hip. He said it felt like a hip pointer. And the problem with that type of injury is when you plant your stride step right now, and as soon as you come off, your weight not only gets taken by that left foot, but it rotates around that hip. And if you've got inflammation in there, you cannot finish it off. And that was the problem.
Morales with a good bunt. Bumgarner thought about it, and he'll throw to Morris. Morris is the cutoff man in between pitcher and first baseman. And folks, they do not work on that in spring training.
Well, Morris knew that he got caught in no man's land right here. He tries to get back to first, and he gets himself right in the way of Gregor Blanco. Of Brandon Hicks, rather. And kind of a head spasm is basically what it was. If he lets that ball go, they probably do get Morales.
So here's Barnes. Barnes struck out in the first inning.
They've ruled that a base hit for Franklin Morales.
No, that's a terrible call.
It should be a sacrifice bunt.
Fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice.
Sometimes, you know, you get those interns and you ask them to be the official scorer, and they come up with stuff like that.
Yeah, they reinvent the game. Now, the one thing that has always been penalizing when you play this ballpark, if you walk people, if you make errors, if you give free increments of 90 feet, you pay for it.
Crawford charging. He'll get the out at first on a nice play.
There's nothing easy about that play. Remember, Brandon Barnes can run, and he's going to put some pressure in play, especially the left side of the infield. We talked about Brandon Crawford charging everything. Well, he has to here, and again, he's got to choke a short hop off, and he can't really get there in time to make it easy. As it comes up, it's got to be perfect because he's not going to have a chance to bobble with the speed of Barnes. Peers it right in the middle of his glove. Nice exchange. It's not even close. But that was a tough play.
Here's Kadire, who struck out in the first. And he takes a pitch wide, 1 ball and no strikes.
Probably the best spot in any lineup around baseball right now is hitting in front of Troy Tulowitzki here at Coors Field, which is why Michael Kadire is going to get something to hit.
And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
As hot as Tulowitzki has been, this is not a situation where Bumgarner has an open base and you can pitch around Kadire. You have to avoid Tulowitzki at all costs, especially with the bases loaded.
Crawford. Side retired. Nice job by Bumgarner pitching through the mistake. 0-0.
CSN VA fan photo, name and hometown for a chance to have it shown in an upcoming game and broadcast. It's all brought to you by AT&T. And this one comes from the Garcia boys, George, Ben, and Gabe from Union City. Oh, yeah.
The big
Gabe.
fist.
The big fist. They make me laugh every time I see him.
The big fist saw him first in Milwaukee. You went out and bought 2 within 5 minutes after we saw him.
Yes, I did.
You didn't care if they said Brewers. You didn't care if they said anything.
I want to get that, I want to get that, I want to get that. Well, there's not many times you can be a hero to your kids when they're in college. That was one of those times.
I agree. That, or when your kids talked you into buying a ping pong table because they wanted to play ping pong.
Yeah. And they never put the net on the table. Beer pong. Thanks, Dad.
Instead of little ping pong balls rolling around the house, a lot of red cups.
Yeah. I led the league in old burned out red Solo cups.
Here's Pence. Pence, Sandoval, and Morris. No score in the 4th. Pence struck out in the 1st. And it's wide. 1 ball and no strikes. So Pence ahead the count, 2-0. A little flinch.
Well, Vic Carapazza, the plate umpire, he is an umpire that looks for strikes, no doubt. And he did flinch.
And taking all the way is Pence, and he looks at a strike. Foul on the right field line. Uh-oh.
Is that lemonade like Grandma made?
Yep, that's it. With a free bag of popcorn if you buy more than 2. 3-2 pitch. Pence on the ground, foul. And we'll redo it again. All right, nice job. So, hand it over.
Give it up.
The guy on the left's eyeballing it.
Yeah, the guy with the Dodger blue shirt.
Yeah.
He can
3-2.
only wish he had that ball.
Here's the pitch. Out of play.
That's a great stay alive hack right there.
Eyeballing it, saying, "Look it, I'm going to get that ball." Yeah. If I did not have the boiler, I'd have got it.
And that's a fact. Get rid of that boiler.
3-2 pitch. And the walk to Pence. This was the home run by Sandoval on Sunday. Hit it to the opposite field, hit it to the deepest part of left center field.
Well, he's driving the ball to left field, and this has all started on this last homestand. He'd been looking for a swing for 6 weeks and finally found it. He's put about 40 points on his batting average.
Sandoval bounced to third in the 1st, and he takes a big breaking ball high. So the Giants, for the first time in this game, with their leadoff hitter on. Morris on deck. Pence with his lead. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Pulled off that one. I've not seen him do that very often. Tim Flannery giving signs.
Well into center field. Stubbs, however, looks like he's got a beat on it. He'll put it away. And that'll bring up Morse. Morse popped out to the second baseman LeMahieu in the second.
Morse, when he gets his grip on the bat, he'll take his right pinky, his top hand, and he'll overlap his first knuckle on his left hand. Sometimes he'll even do 2 fingers. Really cinches that grip down on the bat handle. He likes the feel of a top heavy bat, and he can throw the head. We know that. 10 home runs on the year.
There's a strike.
Now that we've had a chance to watch Michael Morse hit, he likes right field, and I think he gears his at bat to that side of the field, and especially against left-handers.
Morales had Morris thinking in, and last one was on the outside corner, so now it's 1 and 2.
Well, nice 2-pitch sequence right there from Morales. He got inside corner, strike 1, outside corner, strike 2. Both with fastballs, but just great location.
Two and 2 with Pence at first. Good speed. Pence has 6 stolen bases. He's only been thrown out once.
Well, 2 strikes with fastballs down around the knees, inside corner, outside corner. And then he changes sight lines after a breaking ball in. He goes up with a fastball. And he swings right underneath it. So strikeout number 2 for Morales. But man, the whole at bat, that was doing it with the fastball.
Here's Sanchez, hit a fly ball to Stubbs. He's 0 for 1. And he takes high and wide.
He elevates slow motion. And there's the strikeout pitch. You can see just underneath it with that uppercut from Morse. I guess in the chase out of the strike zone high. Tough to keep your top hand on that one.
Sanchez on the ground to foul. Not by much.
Looks odd with the ball dude not having a glove. Yeah, they wear their flaps to protect them from somebody hitting them upside the head out of the stands, I guess.
You got to go with the double flap.
You got the guy in right field with a left ear flap, the guy in left field with a right ear flap.
In tight, 2 balls and 1 strike. Pence digging in at first. It's 2-1 to Hector Sanchez. Sanchez had a pitch up and he fouls it back.
If you're a catcher and you see a guy going for the high fastball, you just keep climbing the ladder. Just keep throwing it up there. Got a pitch here 2-2 to go out of the strike zone. He could go back foot slider. He could go that high fastball. Check the runner at first.
Like that.
That's his number one pickup move.
Outfield straight away for Hector Sanchez. And that'll end the inning. 3 strikeouts, 2 in this inning for Morales. Tulowitzki's going to lead things off. Nothing ball game.
Yep, there's a gamer, babe. Came all the way from San Francisco.
Tulowitzki was thrown out by Hector Sanchez in the first inning. We're going to call this an overshift on Tulowitzki.
Yeah, well, he's earned it.
Tulowitzki didn't like it. It's no balls and 1 strike. Mini protest.
Well, it's a mini one because it's a first strike. It gets louder the closer you get to 3.
He got kicked out Sunday by the home plate umpire. Lines it to left. Blanco can't hang on. And Tulowitzki's going to head into second base with a double. Make that Colvin. I said Blanco. So that'll be a double.
Just loud contact. And I mean, a top spin liner just on the tip of the glove. The Webb could not hang on to it. And we've got
I don't know what Tulowitzki did, but
see something in his eye. There, another look at Colvin getting completely extended, not being able to hang on to it. That would have been a spectacular play.
I think when Tulowitzki slid, he kicked dirt into his eyes. Well, when it's all said and done, it's a leadoff double.
Watch the slide as the dust comes up. He goes heads first. Got something in his eye.
So here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez singled up the middle in the second. And now a pickoff play, and Tulowitzki gets back in easily.
One more look, you can see all the dust from the infield, little pebbles, the turfus.
Popped him up. It's Crawford being called off by Colvin, who makes the catch.
I don't think Crawford had any problem with that. That was a pop-up and a half.
Kind of, as you backpedal, your concentration is on catching it, but you don't feel that bad when somebody calls you off. Arenado hit into a double play in the second. And the fastball high, 1-0. No score. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Close to being a high strike. It's 2 balls and no strike.
Arenado has really been stone cold over his last 14. Prior to that, if you remember, he had a nice long hitting streak. Hit safely in 36 of his first 42. That's how he opened the season up.
Fouls this one out of play. Not a good, healthy rip at a 2-0 pitch. Hicks keeping Tulowitzki close.
Good curveball. Threw it to him a couple times in his last at bat, and it didn't look like Arenado had been seeing that breaking ball. And here he was absolutely fooled, lost his back leg. So Hector Sanchez utilizing that curveball in a good solid way.
Pulling out all the stops against Arenado. Now it's 3-2.
Well, he's got an open base here, so he doesn't have to just lay one in there and challenge. Not with a runner in score position. Think about Bumgarner. I mean, he's been able to get ground balls tonight when he needs them. So I don't believe he would have any fear whatsoever of losing Arenado to a walk rather than just challenging him.
He might throw another curveball, right?
Take your pitch to a corner, throw that curveball, bounce it on home plate.
Skies it to left. Colvin catches. I think he just missed that one.
Yeah, oh, he did. And that's exactly what he's thinking heading back to the Rockies dugout. I just missed it. Just got too much height on it. I guarantee it felt good. It was on the sweet spot.
So here's Rosario, who struck out in the second. Just high. 1 ball and no strikes. Four hits in this game, or make that 5. Giants only have 1. Hicks a base hit in the second. Rockies with 4. This is hit out to right field. Pence over, and it's going to sail by him. Rockies are on the board. It's 1-0.
You oftentimes will see this the first game of the series in Colorado, where a low line drive will fool an outfielder, because you get carry here in this ballpark where you don't in other ballparks. And he took a route in and he cut himself short. Ball just drifted right over his head. I don't know if he would have taken, if he'd have taken another route, a straighter route to it, he'd have been able to catch it anyway. But that ball definitely had carry on it.
Here's Stubbs. Stubbs takes a strike.
Yeah, that's another example of how important it is to have batting practice on the field the first day of a series here. And the Giants did not have a chance to do that, nor did the Rockies. It was rained out. The field was too wet.
Well, more important for the Giants than for the Rockies, that's for sure.
Yep. But little things like tracking balls off the bat in the outfield, you'll always see outfielders do that during batting practice to get a feel of how the ball's carrying. They did not have that chance today.
Hicks is going to knock it down, and because of the speed of Stubbs, really no chance. On the play, Rosario goes to third. I think Hicks went to his left and expected to have to reach out to his left to get it, and the ball was actually behind him. See it kick back a little bit?
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. He got jammed with it.
It's going to be an error. And here's LeMahieu. Stubbs hit it well, but it's still a play that needs to be made.
Bumgarner asked to play through a misplay in inning number 3. He's being asked to pitch to an error here.
And it's down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
And you know what is going through the mind of Dave Righetti? These are all just extra pitches. The error's made, pitch count gets cranked up.
And that's tapped off of LeMahieu's foot, and it's a ball and a strike.
And this is a situation, too, for an 8th place hitter. You know the guy out there on the mound is going to nibble on you because he has an open base and you have a pitcher backing you up. That's when you have to expand your zone. This is not a situation where manager likes to see an 8th place hitter take a walk.
One ball and 1 strike. Out of play, 1 and 2.
Play him to right. Bunch the gap in right center. He went to right field his first at bat. He does it a lot, especially against lefty.
Victor Sanchez wanted a high fastball. He got it, but it was also away, so it's 2-2.
It's kind of a wasted pitch out there away. If you're going to elevate the fastball, it's got to be out over the plate. I mean, up above the shoulders, but out over the plate. Guys can see it. That's the one they swing at.
So LeMahieu making Bumgarner work here in the 4th inning. And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to Crawford, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits, 1 left, 5th inning coming up. Hicks will lead it off.
Is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
Well, spend your Memorial Day holiday at AT&T Park as your first-place Giants take on the Chicago Cubs. Memorial Day is Monday, May 26th. It's day baseball in the city. It's a 1:05 start. The first 20,000 fans will receive a Giants patriotic beach towel courtesy of Bank of America. Go to sfgiants.com/tickets to purchase.
That's this coming Monday. Yeah, the rooftop is doing just fine.
It's a hit.
All along that the tavern area from left to the foul pole along the railing, packed. Here's Hicks, and he takes a strike. I mean, there's some spots where you can hardly get a wedge yourself in. A little high to Hicks.
Now, this is the addition to the upper deck that they constructed in the offseason. It's a hit. Fans love it.
It's very high. This is popped into shallow right field. LeMahieu gives way to Barnes, 1 out.
Oh, you're right. It's literally a mile high.
If we were in Washington or Pittsburgh, that's where they'd have the our broadcast booth.
So you just will not forget that, will you?
Here's Crawford. Yeah, we'd be right on top of the rooftop. Right there. And I would have called that last pop-up gone. Crawford bounced out to Kadire at first. Here he'll look at a fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Giants fans know where to go. Crawford wraps one into the gap. Is this going to be cut off by Barnes? It will. Crawford decided to put on the brakes, and wisely so. A one-out single, bringing Colvin to the plate. Colvin bounced out to Kadire. And he takes a high curveball, and it's 0-1. Bumgarner to follow. 1-0 Rockies here in the 5th. And a bluff by Morales. Yesterday, this morning's Chronicle had a really interesting story. As Colvin down the left field line, that's a fair ball. And now they're going to call it foul. And Bruce Bochy's going out. It kicked something up.
Well, that's exactly what Tim Flannery is contesting. Now, Flannery's got to back off. He can't argue that. But Bruce Bochy's going to come out and talk about it.
Well, this is as good a look as you're going to get. No. It looks foul.
Well, this is the look that makes it look like it's got a chance to be fair. Right there in the corner.
They're going to look at it.
Yeah, I'd contest it.
But what I was saying is the really terrific beat writer for the Giants, Henry Schulman, did a story this morning on Tyler Colvin when he got hit with a broken bat. This replay review is presented by Xfinity. 2010, Colvin got hit with a broken bat. It stuck him right in the chest and punctured a lung.
One more look. From this angle, it looked completely different.
Yeah, it does.
But you have to slow it down and magnify it. This is the one where you actually see some of the line come up. Right there, that looks like it's fair.
That does look fair.
And people say, well, there's no chalk on the chalk line. It's painted on. That's true, but the paint will come up when you hit a ball on it. So, have some seeds, talk it over. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair ball.
It looked like that from that angle. It almost looks like it hits right on the line.
Well, if that's the case, then you're going to have to determine what you think would have happened with the play. In all likelihood, it would be a runner at second, third, one out.
If they ask me, I'm saying Colvin gets an inside the park home run.
Well, believe it or not, it is within the right of the umpires to determine that. It's their discretion as to what they think the play would have eventually panned out. So one more look from our slow-mo. That's what they're seeing in New York.
This is going to be an inconclusive. That's my call.
I don't know. That one look, it really threw some paint up.
Well, I know the shot that we're showing here on the Giants broadcast is that one. The one over in the Rockies broadcast booth is showing the other one.
Well, that one right there is a pretty good one. And of course, New York is going to look at all of the looks.
And they're going to now place the runners.
Wow. And there you go.
And I think Flannery's last ditch effort was, I think Crawford would have scored.
Well, yeah, Bruce Bochy's making that point right now. It's got to be more than a single. Okay, so Colvin goes over, touches first base, which they said he had to do. Now he's going to go to second. I'm glad they made him go do that.
Well, now they can actually look from up on top to see where the runners will be placed. But at this point, the Giants are just pleased that they got something out of this. And the hitter's going to be Bumgarner.
I mean, that's a big play in a 1-0 ball game. So Tyler Colvin's thinking, hey, life is good. I'm going to head over to Costco tomorrow and look for wallets.
Saying I would have hit 500 in AAA if they had replay.
That's exactly what he's saying.
So here's Bumgarner. And Bumgarner takes low, 1 ball and no strikes.
100% pure strikeout situation now for Franklin Morales. Rockies will give up a run if Bumgarner can hit a ground ball.
But if you're Crawford, you got to go, because on this fast infield.
And Tulowitzki's arm.
2-0.
This is the reaction from Colvin when he hits the ball. I mean, he saw it clearly bring some paint up, chalk up, or whatever you want to call it. Some white stuff got thrown up.
3-0 to Bumgarner.
That was an overthrow right there. I would be shocked and amazed if there's a green light on this 3-0 fastball. And there it was. Well, that's respect from a manager, saying, I know he's going to get a fastball and I know he can hit the fastball.
Walt Weiss just looked at Rene Latchman and went, really?
It's not something I've ever seen before.
Well, Donnie Robinson's watching in Florida and he's going, Kruk, that's not true.
Donnie Robinson, the caveman, he could hit. But he was a breaking ball hitter, though.
So it's 3-1. And this little pop-up is going to be foul down the right field line.
Like I say, he swings as hard as he throws it.
So it's 3-2 to Bumgarner. Will he get a fastball? If he does, I'll bet it's a high fastball. Got him. And that's why Bruce Bochy let him swing 3-0.
Well, he had a pretty good rip at it.
So Blanco can still make this hurt. He's lined out and he's bounced out. At third is Crawford. At second is Colvin. And he rolls this one foul, and it's 0-1.
Giants this year, with 2 outs, have knocked in 88 runs, and that's the most in the majors. This really has been a big reason as to why their record is what it is.
It's number 70. 1 ball and 1 strike. They're your base runners. 1 and 2.
Big curveball, and he kind of got away with one there. They set the target on the outside corner, and they sort of hung out there middle in. Look at the target. They set way outside, and it goes across the inside corner. You see Rosario coming across to block it.
So still an opportunity for Blanco. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tying run at third, lead run at second. And this is lifted out to Stubbs, who's on the move, and it's over his head. Crawford scores. Colvin scores. Blanco into third. And the Giants take the lead.
And that's now 90 runs with 2 outs. And that's our Ford Wright choice. And that's not only a 2 out, it's a 2-strike triple. They sort of choked off the defense and played short. And not even the speed of Franklin or Drew Stubbs could go out there and make up for it. Beautiful at bat from Gregor Blanco, and that's our Ford Wright choice. And for the first time tonight, the Giants have the lead. And watch as he sees this go over his head, kick it in. Second, third, fourth. Now he's in 5th gear. Belly slide for style points.
That's the Gregor Blanco we know, and here's Pence. And Pence taps one slowly. This is going to be a tough play. And coming in to score is Blanco. And it's 3-1.
Well, that's the beauty of having speed. And it really puts pressure on a defense. It was going to be do or die for Tulowitzki, but if anybody in the league can make the play, it's Tulowitzki, because he's got arguably the best shortstop arm in baseball. And he's coming in thinking, but it had to be clean, and he couldn't make the exchange. So it's a 3-run inning with a chance to go a little bit higher.
Sandoval 0 for 2. And now a sidearm toss to first. I'm going to give Tulowitzki an error. That's a bad call.
That's a bad call. I'll look at changed. That's a hit. I don't know about this guy.
I already offered my opinion, so I'll shut up.
Well, I mean, that's not an average play that he was being asked to try and make. If they're thinking that's an average play, then I want to see the league where this guy played. Tulowitzki can't make it. It can't get made.
Sandoval fouls it down the right field line and out of play.
One more look. I mean, I don't even know if he fields it cleanly, they're going to get Hunter Pence. That's how close the play would have been at first. That is not an effort that is deserving of an error.
One and 2.
But Gregor Blanco, the man of the hour, coming up big with 2 strikes and 2 outs.
See if Pence takes off. He does not, and Sandoval out swinging. Giants pick up 3 here in the 5th. 3-1 San Francisco. On Sunday, it's a 1:05 start. The first 20,000 fans are going to receive a Giants barbecue apron courtesy of Johnsonsville. So tickets are available for all three of those games. And to get those tickets, visit sfgiants.com/tickets. Here's Franklin Morales with the Giants now on top as Morales shows bunt, and he takes a pitch wide, 1 ball and no strike. So for the first time in this game, Bumgarner is going to pitch with the lead.
Thanks to that guy right there.
1 ball and 1 strike.
I think Franklin Morales has one of the great leg hitches in the game of baseball.
Yeah, and he's taken all the way when he's doing it.
Well, he looks like he's pitching instead of hitting.
Taps this one to Crawford, and Crawford will make the play.
He shortened it up.
And that'll bring up Barnes. Barnes is struck out and bounced out. Sandoval in at third. And a high strike, and it's 0-1.
Respecting the bunt, Sandoval on the grass.
Out of play. 0-2. On deck is Michael Kadire. Just inside, and it's 1-2, not by much. You like these 3-day road trips?
I do.
I do too. Slowly hit. Sandoval will cut it off, and he'll juggle it, and Barnes is going to beat it out. I don't think Crawford would have made the play. We're going to wait on the official score. This could be a fielder's choice.
Well, I mean, he might call it an error. I mean, that's a 100% pure hit right there. With the speed that Barnes has, you don't get a second chance. And even if he fields it cleanly, I don't think you're going to get him. But, hey, guy's amazed us twice already tonight.
Here's Kadire. Kadire's 0 for 2. And Kadire takes a strike. It's 0-1. So they're going to rule it a hit.
Well, it should be a hit.
Kadire down the left field line. Fair or foul? Foul.
Boy, that looked like it was going to be fair for a long time.
Boy, it did. It stayed in the air a long time, as most balls do here.
Just hooks. Foul by about 5 feet. Frustrating for Kadire because when he went on the disabled list about a month ago with a hamstring problem, he was lighting it up. Had a great swing going.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. Make that 2 down. So you go from missing extra bases by 3 feet to a punch out.
Yeah, that's a big league hang with him.
Tulowitzki doubled off of Colvin's glove in the 4th inning. That's the 4th strikeout for Bumgarner. Outside, snap throw, and it gets away, but Hicks was moving over in that direction.
Now, Mike Morris made a nice play just to slow that one hopper down. Hector Sanchez seen a little bit of an opening there. And with Hicks playing close to the bag, initially it was looking to me like it was going to be an easy take at third, but with him moving towards the bag at first with the throw, he was fortunately there to stop Barnes from advancing.
1-0 to Tulowitzki. Slow breaking ball, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, this is when he's scary to pitch against, when he's got the pitcher in the stretch.
Tulowitzki.
Cut fastball might have caught him in the left calf. And that hit him flush too.
Walt Weiss is going to take a look along with the trainer.
Right in the middle of the calf.
Yeah, right in the back.
And that is going to tighten up.
Well, clearly not what Bumgarner wants to do, because here's the guy that owns him coming up.
Look at the ball. It didn't wander very far once it hit. That was a direct hit. And that's going to continue to bunch up, and that'll affect him the next couple days.
Gonzalez is singled and he's popped out to left. One ball and no strikes.
He has an open base, and the guy on deck has been cold. And Gonzalez will help you. He doesn't want to walk in the situation. He will expand his strike zone in an RBI situation.
2-0.
That was an overthrow there. See Sanchez coming out here saying, calm it down. At a speed you can control.
Giants playing Gonzalez to pull on the infield as he fouls this one back. 2 balls and 1 strike. What was that pitch you talked about, Mike, with Greg Papa and Randy Wynn about his hot spot? He likes that pitch away.
Yeah, he likes to get extended. He's a guy you like to try a jab, but he gets so far off the plate that, and he knows that inside part of the plate. He lays off it because the world tries to pitch him in there. They know his strength's middle away.
2-2.
Perfect cut. I mean, a perfect cut right on the outside corner.
So your base runners, you see the defense. Bumgarner now ready. Got him. And that'll end the inning. Whew. 6th inning coming up.
At 5:30 with Giants pregame live at 5 o'clock. You'll see it right on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Complete Giant coverage every night on Sportsnet Central and CSNBayArea.com with Giants Insider. Andrew Baggerly, the home of your San Francisco Giants, is right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Tomorrow night, it's going to be Matt Cain taking on Jhoulys Chacin. A very spirited 3-game series here in Colorado. Both teams are looking forward to this 3-game set.
Here's Michael Morris to lead things off. 6th inning. First pitch high from Franklin Morales. Morris is 0 for 2. Hector Sanchez. And then Brandon Hicks. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Morse, no luck lifetime against Morales. He's now 0 for 6. And a good rip 1-2.
Onage. Can't explain Onage. Onage is Onage.
And a high fastball makes it 2-2. That was a pitch that Morales had no intentions of having more swing at it. It's all to set up this one. Well, maybe not. 3-2.
Yeah, he just overthrew it. You could hear him yell as soon as he made the mistake. He just blew an opportunity. 2-2. Try and throw a pitch to your location to have a hitter try and chase. You're not real happy with yourself when you do that.
And the payoff. Got him. Onage is Onage.
This is Tulowitzki got the wrong glove here, I think. Yeah, hey, much better. Well, they're all worried about your leg, Tulo.
Yep. And he seems to be doing fine. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez is 0 for 2.
Well, Tulowitzki's doing fine, but you haven't stopped rubbing your calf since he got hit.
Probably got a little bit more meat there than I do. The 1-0 to Hector Sanchez is rolled right past Hicks. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Was there one guy that hit you that you just will never forget? You can still feel it?
Well, Nolan Ryan hit me 3 times. But none of them really got me good. One just flipped off the tip of the bill of my helmet. But that was the one that scared me, where I thought I was dead, and it didn't even hurt.
That's the one you remember.
Yeah, it is the one I remember.
Oh, I love my bullpen. I love my bullpen. I love my bullpen. I love my bullpen. I'd say he loves his bullpen.
You know what? I think there's a Kruko that would really appreciate that, and it's not you. It'd be Wes.
Yep.
I want Wes to rate this guy.
Well, I mean, this guy right here thinks he's invisible down in that bullpen.
High into left field for Gonzalez. 2 outs. And here's Hicks.
Some bullpens you are protected. But here at Coors Field, not a chance.
Hicks is 1 for 2. Down low, 2-0 here. Hicks hasn't homered in a while.
Yeah, he's been averaging 1 every 15 at bats, so he's getting close to 15. A couple of players.
2-0 pitch to Hicks. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Any vendor that walks by, these guys are glued to him.
They are wearing out that red rope.
Tapped to Arenado. And that'll end the innings. So nice hitting for, what was he doing?
I love my bullpen. I love my bullpen. I love my bullpen. I love my.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers, offering business and personal insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. Visit us at hefins.com and by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Giants with a 3-1 lead here in the home half of the sixth inning. It'll be Arenado, Rosario, and Stubbs. And the first pitch to Arenado is a called strike, and it's no balls and one strike. For Bumgarner, now 80 pitches. And the 0-1 delivery is bounced foul, 0-2, right in the camera well, adjacent to the Giants dugout, third base side. Up the middle, Hicks can't get it. And on a pitch that was down around Arenado's ankles, he leads off the sixth with a single.
That's kind of a slump buster there for Arenado. And the point you make is a good one. That was not a hanger. That's exactly where Hector Sanchez wanted. He wanted it down below the strike zone, and watch him come out there, reach, and just take it right back up the middle, what you're taught to do with two strikes.
And with the quick infield.
That breaks an 0 for 16 snap for Arenado. And Rockies, for the fourth time tonight, have their leadoff hitter on base.
Here's Rosario, who doubled into the gap in right center field in the fourth. And he hits a high drive to left. And this game is tied. So Rosario with his fourth home run of the year.
And when you talk about the strength of Madison Bumgarner, it's that cut fastball on the hands. The problem is you're facing a high ball hitter who likes mistakes at the belt. And when they get a little bit out over the plate, they become hittable. You see the target, and he just opens up and unloads. And he loves the high pitch. And that was just to stand there and watch.
And here's Stubbs. Stubbs takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, if you thought 3-1 was going to be the final score, then you're badly mistaken.
I never thought that.
Bumgarner now's got to get back into the strike zone. Stubbs can run. It's 2-0.
Well, you're right. You got to get your concentration back. Those last 2 pitches had a lot of anger behind them. That could have been called a strike. You really can't argue with the strike zone if you're a pitcher tonight with Vic Carapazza. Carapazza, if I could read my own handwriting. Carapazza's strike zone is always a good one to throw to. You're going to get more than you lose.
And it's 3-2. Foul back.
Now, to say this was a big one really was no exaggeration. You can see how far up the bleachers that this thing goes. And that's about 3/4 of the way up. And the reaction.
Out of play. Bumgarner keeps pounding the strike zone, not wanting to walk Stubbs with LeMahieu on deck and then the pitcher spot.
Well, he's on him. 3-2 fastball. He doesn't want to walk him, so he just keeps putting the pressure on the hitter. And you see Rex Brothers, the left-hander for the Rockies, starting to heat up. And that's going to bring Dave Righetti out, and for no other reason, just to calm him down. He senses that Bumgarner getting a bit frustrated. There were 2 pitches in the sequence that he thought he should have gotten, including the last pitch that he did not get. So this is simply going out, pouring some water on him, cool him off.
LeMahieu will be the hitter. Morales is headed out to the on-deck circle, but we'll see how that plays out. LeMahieu is 0 for 2. Flied out to Pence. Bounced out to Crawford.
What we've learned from Walt Weiss in the last year and a half in watching him manage is he's aggressive. He likes to steal, especially in these type of situations where 90 feet put a guy in score position is a big play.
Not in time.
And I think that surprised Drew Stubbs, because he didn't even come in and slide. It's the last thing he thought was going to happen. And this is going to be contested. Bruce Bochy is going to take a look. No slide from Stubbs. They got him.
Yep.
And they're going to look at this one. The fact that Stubbs did not slide is what created the opportunity.
And
they'll thumb this one up.
Bruce Bochy won the appeal in the 5th inning, so he's entitled to another one.
This is really when you start to must have gotten another look.
Yep.
Wow. Well, and this is what they saw in the clubhouse. And this is why Ron Wotus threw both hands up as if to say, we're not sure.
That one right there didn't look very good for the Giants. This replay review is presented by Xfinity.
Bruce Bochy went ahead with it. Said do it. 6th inning. And why not? I mean, you could go in the 7th inning, and if you have lost your ability to challenge, you can still ask the umpires if they would do it.
Well, again, one angle looked like he was out. The other angle there looks like he's safe.
I think even at that angle right there, coupled with what we saw from the other view, I think that they may ring him up. This is the one that really looks like he's.
Yeah, you got to determine if Crawford's foot was on the bag.
Well, I could see what the guys in the clubhouse were looking at. No, he's out.
I mean, there he looks like he's out if his foot is indeed on the bag. But this one,
I think they still got him, okay. That one from center field camera is the one that really looks like they got him. This one is the one here that looks like, oh, you're out.
Bumgarner's pointing at the scoreboard. He better be careful. Clearly the Jumbotron here left Bumgarner an indication that he was out. So now Morales is going to bunt. And his bunt is foul, and it's 0-1.
The reaction from Madison Bumgarner after they replayed it here at the ballpark. Now, he had a pretty good look at it. He threw it. And he thought he had confirmation with what they showed on the Jumbotron here.
Foul at the plate, nothing at 2.
Got good speed at second, good speed at first.
And Morales is out.
And that's a big play.
It is.
And Morales is a good bunter. So it goes as a strikeout, number 6 for Bumgarner. And a non-productive out, and the force is still in order. There you see Mark Gardner taking off the cap and say that Juan Gutierrez is good to go and ready to rip. 96 pitches on the night for Bumgarner. I don't think he wants to come out of this one.
No. He's due to hit third, that's why.
Yeah, that's another reason he wants to stay in the game.
Barnes is 1 for 3 at an infield hit in the 5th. Here he rolls this one to Sandoval, and Sandoval is going to play it, but it's foul. I think Sandoval, out of respect to the speed of Barnes, chose not to get it when it was fair. So it's a quick 0-1 to Barnes. Out of play, nothing in 2.
Madison Bumgarner digging deep into the well right now. He's 98 pitches into this game. And to say this is a stress inning is an understatement.
Oh, and 2. 1 and 2.
Trying to go above the strike zone. Fish ain't biting. But it definitely sets up the back foot breaking ball.
And the pitch. Swinging a shot. Bumgarner's got it. He'll throw. Double play. Well, hey, Bumgarner. Double play to get out of the inning. Woohoo! Giants are coming up. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Bumgarner has thrown 100 pitches. He just gave up the home run to Rosario. Morales right behind him with 92 pitches. Blanco's got the big hit for the Giants. And as I mentioned, the big hit for Rosario. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change in auto service. Your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
Rex Brothers is the new pitcher now for Colorado. You take a look at what he has done in 20 games. Had a good first half. Well, the walk total is high, but the hit count, that's low. Just 12 hits in 19 innings with 17 strikeouts. He will get a wild hair up his nose, and he will walk people. You see a low 90s fastball, hard slider, and a changeup.
Crawford is 1 for 2. And he takes a strike at the knees. Crawford's good numbers lifetime against brothers. He's 4 for 8. He's got a double and a home run. And here he fouls this one down the left field line and out of play. Colvin, and then Bumgarner. Popped him up. Tulowitzki, but it looks like Gonzalez. 1 out. And here's Colvin. Colvin doubled in the 5th inning. A 3-3 ball game with Bumgarner in the on-deck circle. Colvin with a tapper foul at home plate. He is not afraid to take a healthy rip.
No, he is not. Likes playing here. Played the whole season here in 2012. Hit .290 with 18 home runs.
And he taps this one foul as well, so it's now 0-2. So now in the hole, Tyler Colvin. Breaks his bat, and LeMahieu is going to reach up and make the catch.
Well, he used every bit of his 6'5" frame and a high backhander. Nice play. So Colvin has one taken away. A little broken bat jam shot. Completely stretched out to the backhand. Nice play.
So here's Bumgarner. Bumgarner's 0 for 2.
A little baby giraffe hit him on that play.
Absolutely. I missed that guy. Swinging a foul back, and it's 0-1.
I do too. Brandon Belt on the disabled list with a broken thumb that had to be repaired surgically. They estimated it would be a 6-week disabled list stint. Right across the letters. That's a good, healthy fastball.
And that hit him.
And that was a little payback. No doubt.
Bumgarner saying, come on out.
He's one of those guys that when he gets mad, he gets bigger. And we really don't know how strong the guy is. But first 0-2 pitch that they had, there was retaliation, and that's the best way to hide it. There's no doubt that that was retaliation for the fastball that Bumgarner hit to the Witzke with.
So here's Blanco, and Blanco takes wide, 1-0.
But it's the way the Rockies look at it, they're just protecting their big man, who has been the hottest guy in the National League.
2-0.
And they did it the old-fashioned way. They did it in an 0-2 count. You get asked about it, brothers would just say, I was just trying to throw the pitch off the plate inside. Wasn't trying to hit him. And I would doubt that he's even going to get fined on this one.
And he shouldn't.
No. Baseball will just take care of business the old-fashioned way.
Out of play on the 2-0 swing by Blanco. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, as he's going down the first base line, he did look into the first base dugout saying, come on. And I think at that point in time, he would have taken on all the Rockies in there.
Nice play by Rosario.
Rosario wants to know what the heck's going on out there. One thing about Bumgarner is, as we've gotten to know him, I mean, he can get mad, but he cools off very quickly. Which is good.
It is good. I don't want him mad at all. So it's 3-1 to Blanco. Blanco can sit on a pitch right here. And he does, and he pops it up. And this is going to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Bumgarner out of the game. It's a 3-3 ball game. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
G-Machi coming in for the 22nd time for Bruce Bochy. And what a first half he's had. 5-0 with an 0.42 ERA, 21 2/3 innings, 19 base runners. He struck out 17. And he has just been chewing on lefties, just hitting a $120.
So it'll be Kadire, Tulowitzki, and Gonzalez. A no decision for Bumgarner.
Yeah, good night's work. 100 pitches. One pitch I'm sure he would like to have had back, the 2-run homer off the bat of Rosario that tied this ball game up.
Kadire has struck out twice. He's 0 for 3. First pitch low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. In tight, 2-0.
There's Rosario, the man that tied it up for the Rockies. His 4th home run of the year.
Three and 0.
Tulowitzki on deck.
Not close.
Well, a 4-pitch walk, and now he's got to face Tulowitzki out of the stretch. And that's not how it was covered in the pregame meeting.
Tulowitzki doubled in the 4th off the glove of Tyler Colvin. He's 1 for 2. Here he bounces this one foul.
Yep, she won the lottery. She's going to put it in my beer cup.
Machi at the belt. Low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Adam Wainwright tonight threw a complete game 1-hit shutout to the Diamondbacks. See Javi Lopez. Goldschmidt the only hit. And it's a strike. It's 1 and 2.
Good fork ball. That buckled him. Javier Lopez is thinking about one guy. The guy on deck. Carlos Gonzalez.
Tapped foul again.
This is the fork ball that buckled Tulowitzki, and that was the 2nd strike. That did something funky. Surprised him. If Machi gets Tulowitzki out, he'll be allowed to pitch Gonzalez. But if Tulowitzki gets a base hit, you probably would see Javier Lopez come in to face Gonzalez. Machi slowing it down.
Two and 2.
Well, they know Tulowitzki likes the ball out over the plate, and they're pounding him in. It's if you're going to throw a fastball in, you say to yourself, if I'm going to miss, it's going to be off the plate in. I'm not going to miss out over the plate. Not to this guy. Not as hot as he's been. Not here in Coors Field where he is hitting .571. And I'm not making that up. Sanchez called a slider and Ortiz shook it off.
Kadire with his lead. It's 2-2. Roped. Colvin reaches up and he makes the catch. And hustling back is Kadire. 1 out here in the 7th.
Almost identical to the ball that he hit back in the 4th. It just was off the tip of the glove of Colvin. And Colvin did not have any chance to take a misstep on this route. I mean, he had to go back and it had to be accurate. That's how quickly the ball got on him. Nice play.
And you forget that he is a very good outfielder.
Well, he just reminded you with that play.
And he knows what it's like to play the outfield in this park. He played there for a year.
Tulowitzki is just on fire. He's killing the ball.
Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 1 for 3. Single off of Bumgarner in the 2nd. No balls and 1 strike.
So he gets Tulowitzki out. He gets the pitch to Gonzalez, which makes sense. I mean, Rockies have Arenado and Rosario and Drew Stubbs, and they got all the right-handers stacked up once you get past Gonzalez. But Bochy would have sold the whole bullpen out this inning to get through this part of the lineup had Tulowitzki been able to get on base.
0-2.
Hector Sanchez coming out there barking at Machi saying, get that thing down. And you see the shift. Defense in the infield on the right side. And they're exaggerating.
Overshift. Got him.
And that's the one Sanchez wanted. Second time tonight that Gonzalez has struck out.
So here's Arenado.
There you see the forkball. It's not as tight a rotation as a split. It sort of tumbles. It just pretty much has straight down drop.
Arenado with a base hit in the 6th inning. He was aboard when Rosario hit one out, and there's a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. So the problem that Machi had throwing strikes to Kadire, that went away after Kadire. And a quick toss, and Kadire back. Machi deals low.
Yep, she's got her Giants hat on, a little concern there.
Concern. And a high strike to make it 1-2. Actually, that's probably one you'd rather swing at than take.
I mean, that's what you're looking for with a forkball or any split guy. You're looking for him to get the ball up, and this is one of those pitches that.
It's the one that Hector's been yelling at him about.
Yeah, he sparked at him again in 2 languages.
Asked for a high fastball, and he got a high fastball.
Well, you go high, and now you drop that fork in the dirt and see if he chases. I don't think you should throw another slider. That's what Tulowitzki hit, and that thing had some major league hang time to it. Slider seems always to be the one pitch that suffers the most at mile-high altitude here at Coors Field. And you can't hang this guy anything. Giants got away with one.
And that's a rope into center field. Kadire will stop at second. And that'll bring up Rosario. In the 6th inning, Giants were up by 2, and then this happened.
Well, just caught a little bit too much strike zone. And when you go up, if you're missing, you got to miss inside. You can't miss out over the plate. And that's what tied this ball game up. And the one thing you don't want to do with this guy is throw that high forkball, because he kills mistakes up.
One ball and no strikes. The Rockies have had a runner in scoring position the last 5 innings.
Well, they've had the leadoff man on 5 of the 7 innings.
Two and 0. Kadire at second. Arenado at first. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike.
That's a good forkball right there. And that's the last thing that Rosario was thinking about when he went after that thing. He was thinking 100%, here comes a fastball. I'm going to thrill these people here. And he missed it by a foot.
Can he throw it again? Two and 2.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, a guy with power, 2 men on and a 2-1 count, you break his swing down like that, you made a great pitch. You have to throw another one.
No swing. It had to go to 3 and 2, and now the runners will be on the move.
You got to throw another forkball.
Absolutely.
Giants with good arms strength-wise on the corners. They have a good arm accuracy-wise at center.
Well, when Machi releases this, the runners can go. It's 3-2. And now timeout is called. Pace of the game was starting to pick up there, so we had to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Three and two. Tapped. Foul. So we'll do it again.
That's how they're playing it. Pretty much straight away in the outfield. Pitch the gap in left center slightly. They do give the line on left. And the infield, slight pull, not much.
And the runners go. He got him to end the inning. Just another ball game here at Coors Field. Hence will lead things off. Giants game with MLB.com at MLB.com at bat on your favorite mobile phone or tablet. Get live and look-ins, instant replay, score, stats, audio, free MLB.tv. And you get the game of the day and more. Download the app at the App Store or visit sfgiants.com. 3-3 ball game. And it's time for a Change Things Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
New pitcher now for the Rockies will be Adam Ottavino, and he has had a very strong first half. Just 14 base runners, 18 in the third. Sinker slider guy will go low to mid-90s with velocity. Does not show you the ball early in his motion.
Pence takes a strike. By the way, his at-bat in the fifth inning was changed from an air to an infield hit. Also gave him an RBI. Right back up the middle and a base hit. And Ottavino's looking at his glove like, how can you? Because it looked like it was hit right back at him.
Yeah, look, he just falls off to the first base side, slightly out of balance, reaches back across his body. I don't think there was at any point that he didn't think he was going to get this ball.
He was like,
look at his glove, like, what?
So here's Sandoval. We've seen Sandoval's at bats really come alive hitting left-handed. Tonight, right-handed, he was 0 for 3. He does have a double in 2 hits and 6 at-bats against Ottavino. Here he fouls it off the backstop, and it's 0-1. You can see left-handed, you can see he's attacking the ball.
Yeah, much different swing. I think Ottavino opened him up with a changeup, and that was a hanger. He got away with one.
So Pence being held on by Kadire.
.94-mile-an-hour sink, and that's after he saw the changeup. That's a healthy fastball, especially after you've seen a changeup. Ottavino is the type of pitcher that you would start a runner on just to avoid the double play. He gives up a lot of ground balls.
Out of play again.
Now they're definitely pitching him the way they pitched the last time the Giants saw the Rockies. And in that series, Sandoval was pulling off the ball so bad that all they did was just keep the ball away. He couldn't do much with it. But he's a different cat now that he's tightened up that front shoulder, and he's much more solid with his coverage through the strike zone.
On the ground, could be a pair. And it is.
And that is the beautiful thing about being a sinker baller. One pitch can get you 2 outs.
So here's Morris, who's 0 for 3. 1 for 5 in his lifetime at bats against Ottavino. Fouls this one back, and it's 0-1.
Santiago Casilla.
Low.
The way Casilla is getting heated up, you would have to believe that he will pitch the bottom of the 8th inning. Machi's night is done.
In tight, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Bullpens here are pretty cool with all the trees they have. If you look back over beyond center field, it's almost like you're in the Rocky Mountains.
3-1, and this will give Morris a shot on a 3-1 pitch to see if he can park one. Hit out to Gonzalez on a broken bat, and that's going to end the inning. Drew Stubbs is going to lead things off. It remains 3-3. With the fellas on KMBR 680, the sports leader. It's a 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th inning. But it's time for a change thing. Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
Santiago Casilla on for the 21st time this year, 1-1 with a 1.48 ERA. Casilla give you 2 types of fastball. We'll go low to mid-90s with velocity, curveball, slider, split.
So it'll be Blackman. Charlie Blackman's going to pinch hit for Stubbs.
Well, this is how you blow up a bat right there. Right off the end of the bat, that thing just goes in half. However, the handle stayed intact. I don't really know what that says.
Here's Blackman. And Blackman tardy, and it's 0-1. Blackman having a fine season. Hitting at .339. He's got 9 home runs. He's got 32 driven in.
Now, we haven't seen the guy take a bad swing.
Low and away to even the count. Just off the plate. Blackman's 1 for 4 against Casilla.
But Troy Hawkins, the closer for the Rockies, getting heated up. The one thing about Blackman's swing is it stays in the strike zone a long time. Very flat swing. He backspins a lot of balls, and you really can't overload one side of the field, especially in the outfield. He uses it all.
2-2.
That was 95-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball. He couldn't run up there and put it in a better place. Beautiful pitch. Every time you make a hitter step out, take a little walk, see that he's talking to himself, he made a good pitch.
High and deep into right center field. Blanco is going to put it away on the track, and you got to be careful in that area. That's the hot spot.
All along that fence, it's right in front of both bullpens. That is the part of this ballpark that has always had carry. And I don't know if Blackman got all that one. It sounded like he may have got it out towards the end a bit. But that was scary.
So here's LeMahieu. LeMahieu 0 for 2. And he takes inside, 1 ball and no strikes. On deck is Justin Morneau. Tapped to Crawford, who knows he has to hurry. Not a problem. It will not be Morneau, it'll be Dickerson. So here's Dickerson. Dickerson's got high numbers. He's hitting .349. 5 home runs, 13 driven in.
Yeah, he's 4 for 11 with a double and a walk and 12 pinch hit and plate appearances too. So he's definitely mastered that role coming off the bench late.
Well, he's a little guy. He's got some pop. These two, Casilla and Dickerson, hooking up for the first time. And it's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Yep, it's nervous time. And this ballpark will do it to you.
Oh, are you kidding? Just off the plate to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just staying on that outside corner, saying if you're going to hit one out, you're going to have to go to left field. Setting up way outside.
And it missed the target by a little bit.
About 2 feet.
And it's 1 and 2. Yeah, just don't throw it there again. That's it.
Don't let this guy's height fool you. He's got plenty of power. I found a good home.
That's mine. Not going to have my popcorn back. Thanks.
Don't worry. He'll appreciate that in about 3 years.
One ball, 2 strikes. Out of play.
96 miles per hour from Casilla. And Casilla, like Machi, like Juan Gutierrez, they'll work a slow pace. The target that Sanchez put up there.
Just checking to see if Hawkins is warming up.
He's a good fan.
But I don't know if he's hit the target in the last 3 pitches.
No, I don't think he has. I mean, they set up high, and that thing was right in his hands at the belt. Turned out to be a good pitch. I mean, you can miss your target when you're throwing 96. Still get away with it.
Hicks has got it on 1 hop, and that'll end the inning. It'll be Hector Sanchez to lead things off. We will head to the 9th. It's a 3-3 game.
Giants postgame live right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Tonight, Steve Kerr will be in the studio. Warriors insider Monty Poole, Giants, Rockies highlights, all that and more. Hyundai Sportsnet Central. Check it out.
It's a 3-3 game as we go to the ninth. And there's the Rockies' new pitcher, a former Giant.
LaTroy Hawkins, the closer. He's been very solid in that role. 10 saves, 11 opportunities. 1-0 with a 4.11 ERA. With Hawkins in his 18th year at the big league level, you're going to see a loaded mid-90s fastball. He's got a curveball, a slider, a changeup, and he'll throw them all. 23 base runners and 15 1/3, so he has been allowing some opportunities, but he's been able to pitch out of them.
Hector Sanchez tonight is 0 for 3. And he takes high. He's only had 2 lifetime at-bats against LaTroy Hawkins, and he's 0 for 2. Hicks. And then Crawford. Ooh, late call strike to even the count.
Carapazza has been pretty steady with that high, belt high strike. You don't see many called that way. This is one of the reasons why his strike zone is so good to throw to. You get high strikes, and that is the definition of the rule book, that you will get those. Not many guys give them.
Sanchez fouls it back. It's 1-2. I think Mom took a walk.
Or a hike.
I've had it. Dad's doing a great job. It's 1-2.
He looks happy.
He is.
Definitely not leaving early.
Rosario setting up off the plate. And it is off the plate. And it's 2-2. Here's Hicks. Watch Rosario. Where's he going to go? On the ground. Knocked down by Kadire. He'll take it himself. 1 out. And here's Hicks. Hicks is 1 for 3. He has never during the regular season faced Hawkins before. And he hooks this one foul, and it's 0-1.
Looked like a little lazy off-speed pitch that hung up there around the belt. I don't think it was a slider. Could have been a cutter or a changeup, but I mean, that was a pitch of opportunity.
Oh, 2.
They're trying to get on his hands, so the pitch height-wise that Hawkins just made was where they wanted to put it height-wise. I don't think they wanted to leak out over the plate, just in looking at the target that Rosario was giving him.
Down low. 1-2.
There's Mom.
Mom came back. Maybe Mom's tired of Dad. What do you think about that?
Well,
Hicks fouls it out of play. It remains 1-2.
It's happened at my house a few times.
I agree. Dad's searching for something. There's Mom. All right. Should we go visit Mom? Seeing as how Mom left a half an inning to go. Bye. See ya. Okay, hon, you ready?
Keep it moving. The old man's thinking, this is just getting good.
Hicks asked for time. He didn't get it. It's high. It's 2-2.
Well, that could have been an embarrassing bad out. I mean, you don't step out. I mean, you can put your hand up. You can ask for time. But if you don't get it, you can't step out, especially with 2 strikes. Well, Hicks got away with him there.
And he drives this one into right center field, a base hit.
And how frustrated do you think Troy Hawkins is?
He had a freebie. Here's Crawford. We'll see if Walt Weiss is going to make a move. 2 lefties are coming up. If Walt does make a move, he will be sprinting out to the mound.
Yeah, no, he will not. I would be surprised just because Hawkins is his closer. And a guy is not going to be your closer if you don't have a belief in him that he could get both lefties and righties out.
Crawford 1 for 2 lifetime against Hawkins.
And Hawkins is the kind of pitcher that will have hitters call timeout because he will make you stand up there a long time.
And the fastball is high, 1-0. Colvin to follow. And now Hicks will get back easily.
One thing about Hawkins is he's not the quickest out of the stretch. You can definitely get a good jump on him. Rosario has a very good arm.
And a strike. Well, that's where Hawkins wanted to put that 1-0 pitch.
Now, if you keep pounding the ball, the outside corner, Brandon Crawford, that's feeding the strength of his. He goes with that side of the plate very well.
Above the hands of Brandon Crawford.
This year Hawkins has done better against lefties than righties.
High, 2-2.
Just staying hard stuff away. Hard stuff away.
Nice little gap for Crawford in right center field. Also, you can see that Barnes, the right fielder, is a bit off the line. Two balls, 2 strikes. And this is a pop-up out to shallow left field. Arenado will put it away. And here's Colvin. Colvin doubled in the 5th inning. He's only faced Hawkins 1 time and he hit a double. Well, he's actually faced him 3 times. 2 walks and a double. Joaquin Arias has grabbed a bat. He's on deck. So as well as Colvin is swinging the bat. See if he can hit one in the gap or knock one out of the park. Three here in the ninth.
This pace
I have no
has
idea what's
come
going
to a
on
screeching halt right here. It's come to a screeching halt.
Outside 1-0.
We do see this a lot around baseball, though, when guys come out of the bullpen, especially who've been on base. Deliberate turns to slow. But this has developed into a crawl.
He's not going to get the call. It's 2-0. There's Arias.
Hicks at first will be going on contact with 2 outs. He should get a good jump.
Remember, Pagan banged up. Posey banged up. Availability, question mark.
Brandon Belt on the DL.
And a perfect pitch by Hawkins. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Indeed. That was not a pitch you want to swing at, even when you're ahead to count 2-0. Not at 94 with knee-high location on the outside corner. The Giants came into this game. They only had 4 guys on their bench, and 2 of them are dinged up. So in essence, Bruce Bochy has 2 moves.
And that's tapped foul at the plate. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Colvin was out in front 2-0. Hawkins has come back to even the count. Hicks goes, swinging a drive down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Here comes Hicks. He's going to score. The Giants take the lead. And Tulowitzki has been called for interference. Colvin ran right into Tulowitzki. And that's irrelevant at this point. The Giants have taken the lead here in the ninth.
And that's not a hanger either. Right there on the outside corner, they stayed away from Colvin. And he slices this ring right down in the corner. And with 2 outs, you knew that Hicks was going to get a good jump and an easy score.
Well, they haven't moved Colvin from second base. So who knows what's going on?
Well, he should have been called for interference. He should have been given another base.
And the umpire called something, right? And I was like, well, what is that? Was he pointing? Like, yeah, you hit him.
Well, I'm a little perplexed myself, because I think he was standing there for a reason.
So here's Arias. Arias shoots one foul down the third base line. It's 0-1. How about the at-bat by Tyler Colvin? Ownage is ownage, although just one at-bat, but it's always fun to say.
Well, I'm saying that was an ownage at bat when you could beat a guy 2 strikes.
It's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles.
And that was not a hanger either.
Low to Arias. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Arias has only faced Hawkins one time. He's 0 for 1.
Sergio Romo is ready.
In the dirt to the backstop. So Colvin will get third anyway. And now that puts a little bit more heat on Rosario and Hawkins for that matter. Two balls and a strike. Blanco to follow. Rolled foul and that pitch in tight. And it's now 2-2.
Coach, you would love to get one more run for insurance.
Add on whenever you can in this place. The 2-2 pitch. Big chopper to third. And that's going to end the inning. Giants take the lead. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Top of the order is 4-3. And Sergio Romo is now on the mound to close this out.
Take a look at his numbers. 22 times he's now come in. He's got 15 saves and 16 opportunities. Just 13 base runners and 20 and a third. With Romo, you're going to get a high 80s fastball. He'll two-seam and four-seam with a no-dot slider and a changeup. And that gentleman right there has given the Giants a lead, and Romo going to try and protect it. But he's going to have to face the top of the Rockies lineup.
And it'll be Justin Morneau to pinch hit. Most of the majors with 2 outs. So Morneau coming in with great stats like all these Rockies hitters. 327, 9 home runs, 32 driven in. And he's faced Romo 2 times. He's 1 for 2. The one hit a big fly. Pops this one back and out of play.
He likes that first pitch. Goes right to the scout report. Got power all fields.
Outside, it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
This wide with a changeup. Think about Morneau, Kadire, Tulowitzki, everybody that Romo's going to face in this inning. They will swing for the fences.
Out of play. It's now 1-2. Sunday, Morneau did this to end the game against Dale Thayer. And the 1-2. High 2-2. Sandoval is off the line. Crawford playing Morneau to pull. Everybody else straight away with the exception of Colvin, who's towards the gap in left center field. 31,046 here tonight. Sanchez set up away, and it's 3-2.
Now Romo takes a walk.
Well, that was the spot, right? That's the 2-2 pitch that you get your shot.
It's been all two-seam fastballs and changeups in this at bat to Morneau.
And the walk.
It's never easy in this ballpark. It's just not possible. And a leadoff walk makes the skipper take a walk. 6 times the Rockies have gotten that leadoff hitter on tonight.
Here's Kadire. Kadire's 0 for 3. He drew a walk off of Machi in the 7th inning. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Right-handed hitters, I'm sure, have a tendency to look for Romo's slider.
Well, you got to be aware of it because that is his bread and butter. But he also can get a ground ball too with that two-seam fastball.
0-2.
And I think there's a guy who was thinking slider and just got blown away by an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. And he was leaning. Kadire, good 2-strike hitter, good right field hitter.
Hit out to right. Pence back. And Pence on the track puts it away. 1 out.
Woo. Any ball hit in the air to right field is scary. And he just missed this one. It took Pence all the way back to the warning track.
Here's Tulowitzki.
You can see the relief on the face of Romo.
Tulowitzki is 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
Broke out the no-dot slider right out of bed.
Hicks, Crawford, and that's all they'll get. 2 down.
Well, I don't think Hicks could have gotten it any faster to Brandon Crawford.
Now, plus Tulowitzki was leaning out of the box, so he got a good jump out of the box.
Yeah, he had no backswing at all. So a little toe tap on the bag as Crawford came across, dragged his foot on it, made sure he got that out. But he saw there was no opportunity at first base.
So here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez has only faced Romo one time. Here he takes low and he's 0 for 1.
And he starts off Gonzalez with off-speed stuff. First pitch changeup.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Changeup down below the strike zone. He got him to fish.
So dangerous.
You can say this about 7 guys in this Rockies lineup, especially in this ballpark.
Crawford's now moving to the other side of second base. And it's low. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That was the changeup, but it was completely on the other side of the plate. They intended that target to be away, and it went down and in.
Two balls and a strike. Overshift is on. Nope, 3-1. Now Arenado's on deck, and although he's a good hitter, he's got 2 hits tonight. Romo has gotten him 4 times, 2 by way of the strikeout.
Oh no, this is definitely not a give in and challenge situation. Not with the type of bat head strength that Gonzalez has.
3-2.
There's a 3-1 changeup, so he did not give in to him. And has him way out front and reaching. And I would guess that you're going to see another one of those changeups like you just saw.
And Tulowitzki will be on the move here in the bottom of the 9th. Base hit. And Tulowitzki's going to stop at second or at third. And now the tying run's at third base.
I mean, just over the glove of Crawford. Had him turned around, and I think that ball was a knuckleball. It had some funkiness on it.
So here's Arenado. 2 hits tonight, as I mentioned, 0 for 4 lifetime with a couple of strikeouts. Tulowitzki is the tying run at third. Gonzalez is the potential lead or winning run at first. And it's a called strike and it's 0-1. So right out of bed with his signature.
The no-dot slider, and it was in a perfect spot. Now, because of that pitch right there, Arenado has just had the outside corner established. So he's got to cover, and this is when Romo will take him wide. Just keep stretching him out.
And as he does, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. You see it early, and now Arenado has a pretty good idea. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here in the 9th. 1-2.
Again, perfection. And that swing there was all brought about by the first pitch being called a strike. They're stretching it out. Ball falls right out of the strike zone, and they'll go do it again, perhaps a bit wider. And he'll ride that no-dot horse, and he's got a base to play with. Does not have to give into the strike zone. So when you take advantage of a young hitter, of an aggressive hitter, and you just keep going wide.
Foul back.
And that, folks, had some big league hang time on it.
Was a little bit up and a little bit more towards the center of the plate.
That's a Coors Field special right there. That was a backup slider. And that's what Coors Field does do to sliders.
Well, if you're thinking about a fastball in, just watch Hector Sanchez.
And here it comes.
2-2.
Not a problem with that. I mean, you move him. And Rolin Rosario, the guy on deck, has never faced Romo. Except 9 times, where he's 1 for 9 with 4 strikeouts.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's not regular slides.
Out of play.
Ooh. And that was a hanger.
Balls, 2 strikes.
No Jimmy jacking around. This team is hungry.
Back outside again. Down the left field line and gone. Actually, it's not gone, but it is now. That's how they go here at Coors Field.
Well, it's time for our Honda player of the game, and it's going to be Arenado. Had an 0 for 14 coming into this game, and he comes up with a 3-hit night, and none was bigger than this one. 2 out, 2 strike double, and a 3-2 count. It scored 2, and the Rockies walk out of here taking game 1. Arenado, our Honda player of the game.
So game 1 in this series goes to the Rockies. Like we've seen many times here in this ballpark, the Rockies come back. They score 3 times here in the 9th. And there's your final. It's the Rockies 5 and the Giants 4. Eastern's Giants postgame live is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio.